Luke Skywalker, The Journey of the Last Jedi. Luke Skywalker, the Last Jedi's legacy long before he became a legend who brought down the Empire. Luke Skywalker was just a farm boy on a desert planet, dreaming of the stars. Born to Anakin Skywalker and Amidala Lara during the final days of the Galactic Republic, Luke's life began in chaos. His father, seduced by the dark side and transformed into Darth Vader, helped destroy the Jedi Order, died in childbirth, and to protect her children from the newly formed Empire. The Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi and Senator Bail Organa split the twins at birth. Leia was raised in royalty. Luke was sent to the sands of Tatooine. There, he grew up under the guardianship of Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, never knowing who his father really was. He worked moisture farms under twin suns, watching distant starships with longing. All he wanted was to escape, to become a pilot, to matter, to find purpose. Everything changed when a pair of droids, R2-D2 and C-3PO, landed in his life, carrying a hidden message from Princess Leia. The message was meant for Obi-Wan Kenobi, who had been living in exile nearby, watching over Luke from a distance. When Luke found Obi-Wan, the old Jedi told him the truth, that his father had been a great Jedi Knight. What he didn't tell him, not yet, was the darkest truth, that his father was now Darth Vader. Luke took his first step into a larger world, when his aunt and uncle were murdered by the Empire. With nowhere to go, he joined Obi-Wan's smuggler Han Solo and Wookiee Chewbacca on a mission to rescue Leia and deliver the Death Star plans to the Rebel Alliance. Luke's skills grew rapidly, and in the Battle of Yavin, using the Force, he fired the shot that destroyed the Death Star, marking the start of his legendary journey. But war was only part of his path. Luke began formal Jedi training, first under Obi-Wan's guidance, then under the wise Master Yoda on the swampy world of Dagobah. There, Luke struggled with doubt, impatience, and fear. He was in Tejas learning the ways of the Force. He was confronting the truth about himself. In a reckless attempt to save his friends, he left Dagobah early and faced Darth Vader in the chilling corridors of Cloud City. There, the truth shattered him. Darth Vader was his father. That moment didn't destroy him, it forged him. He trained harder, grew wiser. In the final confrontation aboard the second Death Star, Luke didn't win by striking Vader down. He won by throwing away his weapon. He chose mercy. He chose love. And it was that choice that redeemed Anakin Skywalker, who destroyed the Emperor and saved his son. Luke had restored balance to the Force. He was the last Jedi, the new hope. But peace wouldn't last. After the fall of the Empire, Luke tried to rebuild the Jedi Order. He searched for Force-sensitive beings, trained new students, and sought ancient Jedi wisdom. But tragedy struck when his own nephew, Ben Solo, was seduced by the dark side, becoming Kylo Ren. Ben destroyed Luke's Jedi temple, and Luke blamed himself. Haunted and broken, Luke vanished. He retreated to the remote island of Ark-2, where the first Jedi temple stood. There, Luke disconnected from the Force, believing the Jedi had failed and must end. But destiny wasn't done with him. Years later, Rey, a powerful new Force user, found Luke. She pleaded with him to train her, to return. At first, he refused, but through her determination and a message from beyond the grave from Yoda, Luke began to see that failure was part of every Jedi's journey. In one final act of heroism, Luke projected his image across the galaxy to confront Kylo Ren, buying time for the Resistance to escape. Though it cost him his life, he became a symbol of hope once again. Not by fighting, but by inspiring. Luke Skywalker died not as a broken man, but as a legend. His body faded into the Force, becoming one with the energy that binds all living things. He would return in spirit to guide Rey, to remind her that the Jedi live on, not in temples or in bloodlines, but in every selfless act of courage. Luke Skywalker was never perfect. He doubted, he failed, but through it all, he chose hope. And that's what made him the greatest Jedi who ever lived.